Coming up on EagleVision News, we give you details on a local high school shooting.
We bring you a concert on Biola's campus.
And we take you inside how some students decided to spend 12 hours of their night. All this and more coming up on EagleVision News. Good evening and welcome back to EagleVision News. I'm Stacy Rasmussen.
And I'm Tori Apodaca.
Your top stories tonight. 2 students dead and 3 injured at Saugus High School. 16-year-old Nathaniel Burhow was described by his classmates and teachers as an involved student and a gentle friend who led a Boy Scout troop. This is why students were shocked when on Burhow's birthday he opened fire in his high school, shooting 5 students within just 16 seconds before shooting himself in the head. All 6 students were rushed to the hospital where a 16-year-old girl and a 14-year-old boy died. Burhow died in the hospital and police are investigating his social media accounts for a motive. The results of these investigations are expected to be released next week.
Thousands served at the weekend's annual free clinic in downtown Los Angeles for homeless and low-income community members. 700 volunteers dedicated Friday, Saturday, and Sunday to treating those without insurance during the 11th annual charity event. Buses transported patients to the Relief Building at Hill and Washington, south of downtown LA, where they could be treated for medical, dental, and vision problems. Hundreds were received at a time while hundreds more waited outside for care. Although this event only lasts 3 days every year, homeless patients can still seek help from other organizations like Homeless Healthcare Los Angeles year-round. 100 pro-democracy protesters stand off in a Hong Kong university. Demonstrators are angry at the Chinese meddling in Hong Kong's promised freedoms and are taking a stand against excessive use of force by police. Protesters are facing violent conditions as they are barricaded in Polytechnic University. Debris from the ongoing 3-day conflict litters the campus, as students are fighting police with Molotov cocktails, catapults, and bows and arrows. As the standoff intensifies, many protesters are desperately trying to escape by suspending from bridges or dropping into sewers. More than 100 injuries have been treated by volunteer medics on the site, and at least 400 adults have been arrested and may face charges.
Qantas Airlines is offering $100 flights from Los Angeles to Australia. The airline is having a birthday sale where they are selling 100 tickets for $100 each. You can buy the tickets starting at 2 p.m., but travel dates are limited to 2 days in February and 3 days in March. Qantas is having the same promotion for the next 3 days, featuring a different city each day. San Francisco, Dallas, and Chicago will be the next cities to go on sale.
Well, it definitely sounds like a good promotion that Qantas is having, maybe for like an early Christmas present or something.
Yeah, it might be a Christmas present that I have to buy for myself because that sounds pretty cool and I want to go to Australia.
Honestly, same. Speaking of traveling, we had Grammy-nominated singer Kevin Garrett travel from the East Coast to perform at Biola's first Eddy of the school year.
Yes, and the concert also had some Biola student bands open for the event. Our reporter Bailey Brickey has the story.
Students gathered early for this year's Fall Eddy at Biola University to hear student opener Boston the Girl.
The last song I played was a song I wrote, and it felt really cool watching it come to life, and like having people love it was like so cool. It's like everything I could have ever dreamed of. It was so fun.
I'm at Biola University's Eddy, where Isaac Escamilla is playing behind me. We just saw Boston the Girl, and we're soon to see Kevin Garrett. The crowd is having a fun time. Take a look.
Isaac's band was excited to be able to be another opener for the Eddy this year.
I think my favorite song would have to be my original, Still Missing You, because that's like the first thing I've ever put out before, and so it just meant a lot to for this to be like the first official live performance of it. It's like I saw like all my creativity in here just come to like blossom to fruition, you know, and it was like physical. I could hear it.
Before the final performance of the night, students had the opportunity to grab coffee and donuts. Biola brought in Kevin Garrett, a musician from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, who has released 2 EPs, a full-length album, and was nominated for a Grammy Award for his work on Beyoncé's album Lemonade.
I had heard one of his songs. I didn't know it was him, but it was like incredible to see it live. It was even better in person, for sure.
His full-length debut, Hoax, came out March 22, 2019, and he is currently continuing to tour across the country. This has been Bailey Brickey with EagleVision News.
So were you able to make it to the Eddy this year?
I actually wasn't able to make it to this one.
Oh, it was really good. Maybe next semester you
Next
can go.
semester, yes.
Biola always has a lot of different events going on around campus.
Yes, and tonight we have men's soccer playing in their final home game of the season. Our reporter Ashley Grams is live on the field where the game is already underway. Ashley?
Thanks, guys. I'm here at Al Barber Field where the Biola men's soccer team is taking on Point Loma Nazarene University to celebrate senior night. The second half just got underway and Point Loma is ahead 2-1. Sophomore Jonathan Serrano scored the first goal for the Eagles in the 6th minute, so stay tuned to figure out what happens in the second half. This has been Ashley Grams for EagleVision News. Back to you guys in the studio.
Thank you, Ashley. It looks like an exciting game, and we're looking forward to hearing if Biola is able to come back by the end of the game.
Yes, we'll have an update for you guys later in the show. But for now, we have Quinn Gorham joining us at the desk to give us some updates on what's happening in a baseball sports scandal. Quinn?
Thanks, guys. As we approach the end of the decade, it's fun to look back on the sports dynasties that have emerged over the last 10 years. One of these highly successful teams of the 2010s, however, is in hot water this week following allegations of cheating in the 2017 World Series. Reports emerged last Tuesday alleging that the Houston Astros stole signs across their 2017 season. Since the allegations came out, other managers around the league have been linked to the scandal, including Red Sox manager Alex Cora and the newly hired manager of the New York Mets, Carlos Beltran. For those unfamiliar with what stealing signs means, here's a quick rundown. In a baseball game, the pitcher and catcher need to agree what pitch is being thrown in order to avoid constantly dropping the baseball. To keep the batter from knowing what pitch is coming next, the catcher will flash signs to the pitcher indicating what pitch to throw. The Astros are accused of setting up a camera to watch the catcher's signs on a live feed. Someone would then relay this information to the dugout, and the Astros would communicate the pitch to the batter, usually by hitting a trash can. One bang signaled a changeup, two bangs a curveball, and no bangs a fastball. As the scandal continues to develop, it remains unclear what punishment, if any, the Houston Astros will face. Major League Baseball has yet to issue a verdict, but regardless of the consequences, the 2017 World Series champions will forever carry an asterisk next to their name.
It's definitely disappointing hearing that they might have been stealing pitches the entire time.
It really just ruins that 2017 campaign for anybody involved. Like, even if the Astros get stripped of their championship title, the Dodgers aren't going to want, that as their championship,
Yeah, you don't want a win that you didn't actually win.
Right.
Do you think they actually will take the title away from them?
I don't know. It's such an unprecedented situation that it's going to be interesting to see how they deal with it, and I'm kind of interested to see, over the next 2 weeks, how they handle it. So.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Quinn.
Yeah.
One of our reporters went to a theater performance in San Diego this weekend.
Yes, let's go to Kayla Ruiz to see what she learned about the Christian Youth Theater program.
CYT is an after-school theater training program for students ages 4 to 18. Since its founding in 1981 in San Diego, California, CYT has grown to be the largest youth theater in the nation.
I'm backstage right here at CYT South County getting ready for The Wizard of Oz.
I had the privilege of talking to some cast members right before the show. Let's take a look at what they had to say about CYT and their journey.
My name's Diego. I'm 17 years old, and I'm the Wizard of Oz in The Wizard of Oz. My favorite thing about CYT is learning life skills that I would normally not learn in the classroom. And the reason I joined theater was my brother pulled me into it, and I really enjoyed it.
My name's Malcolm Lang. I play the Tin Man in The Wizard of Oz. My favorite thing about CYT is the people. Everyone's just nice and always real and stuff. And it's fun. It's a fun time. We have a time.
That's a good way to describe it. My name is Kennedy. I'm 14 and I play the Scarecrow in The Wizard of Oz. My favorite thing about CYT is the public speaking and the people, because people here interesting, and it's really fun.
Every session, fall, winter, and spring, CYT offers theater art classes for children and an after-school activity. Each local program conducts 10 weeks of sessions throughout the school year, teaching drama, voice, dance, and other Broadway shows. If you want to see more CYT shows, go to www.cyt.org to find more shows near you. This is Kayla Ruiz reporting for EagleVision News.
Well, the weather looked pretty sunny in San Diego this weekend, and it was also pretty hot here in Los Angeles.
Yes, it's a week from Thanksgiving, and it doesn't feel like fall at all yet. But Adam is here to tell us if this week is going to feel a little bit more like fall. Adam?
Thanks, guys. Believe it or not, there is snow up on the San Gabriel Mountains, a very, very rare occasion. However, we are probably going to get more of it as we are moving into a very rainy week. Let's take a look at the current conditions. We got a cool 59 in the morning, warming up to 72 in the afternoon, going back down to 56 in the evening, and here are your sunrise and sunsets. Now, let's take a look at the nation. We got a chilly 49 up in Seattle and Southern Oregon, and then going back down to Central and Southern California, we got mid to low 70s. Now, let's take a look at the 7-day forecast. Today, we got partly cloudy skies with a warm 79 degrees. And then we're going to get some stormy weather as we move into Wednesday and Thursday with low 60s. And then as we move into the weekend, we got partly cloudy skies, kind of chilly. We got 68 and 71. However, things will be warming up a little bit, and we'll get some more sunshine as we move closer to the weekend. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thanks, Adam. Well, it sounds like the weather's going to be pretty good this week, which is good for a lot of the events going on campus.
Yes, our reporter Stephanie is at one of these events, the 12-hour prayer event.
A 12-hour prayer and worship night was held on Biola's campus Friday night. The event was advertised as a 6-6 prayer night based on the scripture in Isaiah 62:6 that reads, "I have set watchmen on your walls, Jerusalem. They will never be silent day or night. You who call on the Lord, give yourselves no rest." And so the students did just that. From 6 p.m. Friday to 6 a.m. Saturday, the worship and prayer never stopped.
I think is really helpful for people individually, but also really important to do corporately. So I just wanted to join with other people, other students at Biola, to pray for our school and to worship God together.
The event is put up by Revive, a club on campus that seeks to ignite passion for prayer and intimacy here at Biola.
Revive is a campus ministry that's been going on for about 10 years, and the heart of Revive is to minister to the Lord, to seek the Lord, to be revived in His presence, and to, through the Holy Spirit, to seek and pray for revival at Biola, on Biola's campus.
Dozens of students showed up throughout the night to pray and worship collectively. There was a feeling of fellowship and love constantly present as students prayed without ceasing for each other and the Biola community. This is Stephanie Ramirez reporting for EagleVision News.
That's all the time we have for you this week, but we do have an update on the men's soccer game. They're currently going into overtime, tied 3-3, so make sure to follow our social media accounts to see how the game ends. Thank you for watching.
Don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube at Biola EV. We'll see you next time for our Thanksgiving episode. Have a good night.